Just so that we're clear, if she writes it, I'm gonna read it. If she writes it, I'm gonna read it. If they write it, I'm gonna read it. If she writes,
everybody, so we're gonna do this all about my TV shows tag. So let's get into this. First TV show you ever watched. So the first one I can remember off the top of my head is Sesame Street when I was like a little kid. And like I loved Elmo's World. Does anybody remember that? Da, 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 Elmo's World. You know that song? Like that was the first TV show I remember watching. Some other shows I used to watch like when I was like a kid, like maybe like 5, 6, 7 years old, like Barney, Maya Miguel, Dora the Explorer, like shows like that. All time favorite TV show. There's just so many, but on the top of my head, I would have to say Gossip Girl, okay? Because Gossip Girl, I remember I was in high school watching the show, and then by the time it ended, I was almost halfway through college. I was like, I actually stuck through and watched every single episode when it would come on every single week. Okay, your character crush. This is a hard one. Okay, so you know from Hannah Montana, when Hannah Montana had that boyfriend named Jake, right? Hottie. Another one, Arnez from One on One. He was another hottie as well. Favorite OTP. I guess this means like favorite couple, Blair and Chuck. Like I love them. Like they always like was competitive and like was sabotaging each other, but at the end they found their love and they got married. Most disappointing ending or cancellation. The most disappointing ending was How I Met Your Father. I mean, How I Met Your Mother, okay? That ending was just sorry. It was sorry, okay? The most disappointing cancellation would have to be How I Met Your Father, which is not really shocking because after the second season, it was like the first season I felt was really good. The second season it was like I see why I got canceled, but yeah. A show you would like to be on, Big Brother, okay? Like your girl, that's a show I would love to be on and be like in the competition and the house. Imagine being away from social media and everything. That sounds like a dream, okay? A dream. A character you would love to take out on a date, Lucas Scott from One Tree Hill. Yeah, me and him, we would go out. Okay. A popular TV show you can't stand, Game of Thrones. You know that show? I think that's the name of the show. I can't stand that show. I don't like it. A scene that made you cry like a baby. So honestly, okay, it's Touched by an Angel. Okay, the little boy, I think he had leukemia. Winona Judd was on this episode and she was playing the mother to this sick little boy, and like she was singing, and when the little boy died, I boohooed because I was like so sad. And a character with a killer wardrobe, Blair. So now we're gonna do a quick little movie tag. How often do you watch a movie? Like I'd say maybe one per week, maybe. What movie genre are you particularly fond of? I like the comedies, the rom-coms, the oldies, like the movies that I grew up with, like that. What was the last movie you watched and liked? So the last movie I watched was Elemental. Um, it was okay. What was the last movie you watched and hated? None, because I haven't really been watching a lot of movies. What is your fave movie of all time? I'll show y'all. Right here is my fave movie of all time. This is Shrek, tape, DVD, streaming site, whatever. I will watch it anytime I get. The whole franchise I love. Like all four movies is like my favorites. Like period. And another one I have to say like The Princess Diaries too. Your fave guilty pleasure movie. Again, this one right here. Let me see. What movies have you watched a million times already? So I've watched Shrek a million times. The New Little Mermaid, I've watched it like, I think about almost 4 times. What else? Mulan, I've watched that a bunch of times. Let me see. Any Lindsay Lohan movie, watched it a million times. Any Disney Channel movies, watched them a million times. Are you the type who watches a movie on its first day of showing? Actually, I'm not. Like, the last movie I saw in the theater was like The Little Mermaid. I didn't see it the first day it came out, but I did see it. Do you use Fandango or pre-book movie tickets? Neither. I think one time I had went on a date to see, like, in the beginning of the year, Megan, like the guy, he already had like everything set up. So yeah. Movie house, Blu-ray or download? DVD all day, every day, because you don't know what's gonna go on with these streaming sites. Like I said earlier, okay? How often do you go to the cinema to watch a movie? Maybe once a year. This year I went twice. What are the movies that made you cry? A movie. Again, can't think. I would say Bambi, but to me, Bambi sucks. Do you watch foreign films? No, I do not. These next. Are you particular with movie score soundtracks? No, but I do love the soundtrack to like Fat Albert, The Little Mermaid. Again, like Mulan. Some of these movies be having some really good soundtracks, and I think we need to like acknowledge them a little more. Another movie I've seen, Jesus Revolution on Netflix. The movies was pretty long, kind of slow, but like it had a good message behind it. Have you ever watched a movie alone in the cinema? No. Is there any movie that changed your perspective on life? Jesus Revolution. Your favorite comic book movie? Don't have one. DC or Marvel? Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire all day, every day. Where are the movies in the top 10? I don't know. Do you read movie critic reviews before watching a movie? No. What's the best book adapted from a movie? A Series of Unfortunate Events. If you watch that movie, matter of fact, I adapted it into a TV show. If you have not watched the show, it's on Netflix. What's your favorite comedy movie? White Chicks all day, every day, okay? Or the other question, do you watch the movie before reading the book or vice versa? I watched the movie first. Favorite drama movie? I don't have one. Favorite Western movie? I don't have one. Favorite romantic movie? The Devil Wears Prada. Fave horror? Chucky, which I might watch again. Fave sports movie? Space Jam. Duh. Also, Joanna Man. That movie's really funny. Fave sci-fi? None. Action movies? None. Horror movies? None. Who's your favorite movie couple? Shrek and Fiona. Any movie character you can relate to? Shrek. If you were only to watch 5 movies for the rest of your life, what would they be? Shrek. Shrek. The Grinch. The newer one. The Grinch. The older one. Jimmy Neutron. And The Princess Diaries. Your least favorite movie of all time? I know there's one, but I can't think of it right now. Have you ever watched a movie based on the lead actor or actress? Yes. If Anne Hathaway is in it, I am watching it. Like, seriously. What movie you expected and wanted to be good but failed you? There hasn't been none. Favorite movie character of all time? Ariel. The newer version. Favorite movie villain? Well, we could include Barbie movies in this, right? So, my favorite movie, I have 2. So, first is Ursula, because like, she was always that badass. And the second one is Preminger from Barbie, the Princess and the Pauper. He was so bad. Made me want to watch that movie again, because I have it. But, like, he was bad, okay? Amy, as I said, The Little Mermaid 2, I want to see what happened after the Charted Waters. Is it going to follow the second movie, or are they going to implement some stuff from the second movie, or do something else? Because you never know. Ever made a movie review? I have, and I want to get back into doing those. Like, I love those. Star Wars or Star Trek? Neither. Right now, think of any movie. What comes first? The Emoji Movie. Oh, another funny movie I rewatched on Netflix, Sausage Party. That would be so funny. My favorite movie lines. You need a Tic Tac or something, or your breath stinks. TV series, book, computer games, or movie in order of interest? Computer games, TV series, movies. Wait. Computer games, TV series, books, movies. Lastly, if your life story was to be made into a movie, Who would you like to portray you? Who would be directing it? And what would be the title? Megan Good? I don't know. But thank y'all for watching this TV and movie tag. Any other content that y'all would like to see, please let me know. Let's engage with each other. Let's grow together so we could, get on up, Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see y'all next